These roads don't shine in the daylight, they don't beg you to stay. They wind through towns with broken signs and debts you can't repay. Every mile's got a memory, every ditch knows a name. You don't find these roads by accident, you earn them through the pain. If you're running from the past or just trying to survive, you'll feel it when the pavement turns and the noise falls behind. These are dark country roads where the lost still breathe, where the broken learn to carry what they couldn't leave. No map, no promise, no easy way home, just truth in the dust and the songs we wrote. If you're walking with your ghosts, you ain't alone. Welcome to the dark country road. I've seen men fold under silence, I've seen them rise in shame. Heard prayers whispered into bottles, heard love spoken through pain. Some stay, some disappear, some learn to stand their ground. But everyone who makes it here was looking for this sound, a place where you don't have to hide or pretend you're home, where staying alive is victory and scars are still gold. These are dark country roads where the lost still breathe, where the broken learn to carry what they couldn't leave. No map, no promise, no easy way home, just truth in the dust and the songs we wrote. If you're walking with your ghosts, you ain't alone. Welcome to the dark country road. From the edge tonight, barely holding on. Let this song be a shoulder, let it pull you along. You don't have to see the end, just take the next step slow. These roads are built for walking, not for knowing where they go. Even these are dark country roads and they lead you through every shadow, every sin, everything you survive to. If you're tired but you're breathing, you still belong. Pull up a chair, stay a while, sing along. Yeah, if you're searching for the truth in the songs you chose, you found your way here to the dark country road. No spotlight, no crown, just a fire and a song. If you're still here listening, you've been strong all along.
Stranger wearing my face, same old eyes. He stands real still while I shave my sins, like he's waiting on my time. Coffee tastes like yesterday, hands still shake from the night. He smiles back and knows damn well one of us ain't leaving alive. I've tried to outrun him down back road, try to drown him in cheap booze, but he sleeps when I close my eyes and wakes when I do. with my blood. He talks like a friend I used to trust, says you ain't built to be clean. Counts my failures like rosary beads, keeps them polished and mean. Every promise I try to keep, he keeps folded like a blade. Says you can bury the past in prayer, but it don't stay in the grave. I've worn my guilt like a wedding ring, swore I'd never take it off. He says a man don't change his nature, he just learns to talk it soft. The man in the mirror carries a gun, knows every crack in my spine. He don't miss, he don't run, and he's patient as time. If I ever fall to my knees, it won't be from God above. The man in the mirror carries a gun, and he's chambered with my blood. If I pull the trigger, I choose the end. If I don't, I choose to fight. Either way, there's a grave to dig in the dead of night. I don't need forgiveness, I don't need a crown, I just need to be the man that puts this bastard down. The man in the mirror carries a gun, but tonight I'm holding mine. I won't beg, I won't run, I'll look him in the eye. If one of us is walking out, only one gets my name. The man in the mirror carried a gun, but I won't die the same. Glass cracks slow, blood runs clear. Morning finds me alone. Either I killed the man I was, or I finally made it home. Or I finally made it home. Mama cried in the doorway. Shiv looked at his shoes. One box, one left down a county line. One went where the city choose. You were holding on to my jacket, like it might change your mind. They said it's just for a little while. Yeah, that's how they lie. I memorize your birthday in case I lost your face. Been carrying your name like a half-remembered prayer. Same blood, different roads, same scars, different load. I don't know who you became, or if you still feel close. But if you're out there wondering if I forgot who you are, I've been looking for my brother in every town, every bar. I heard you might have learned to fight, or maybe learned to run. I learned how to disappear and how to bite my tongue. Every man I ever trusted had your shadow in his eyes. I kept asking strangers questions, they never answered right. Some nights I hear your laughter like it's coming through the wall. Funny how the ones we lose first are the hardest ones to call. Same blood, different roads, same fire, different smoke. I don't know what broke you or what through the dark somewhere. I swear I'll hear it, brother. I've been listening for years. If you're angry, yeah, I get it. If you change, that's alright. I ain't looking for the boy you were, just a man you became. We don't need to talk about the past or who got left behind. Just sit with me a minute, let the silence catch its breath. The same blood, different roads, still beats, still flows. Whatever hell you walk through, you didn't walk alone. If you're lost and you're looking like I've been since the start, you'll always be my brother, no matter where you are. If we meet like strangers on some nameless street, I'll know you by the way you stand and the way you breathe. Heard your name in a borrowed town from a man who knew too much. Said you'd been asking quiet questions, didn't push, didn't rush. I've been living under other names, trying not to be seen. Funny how blood finds blood, even when it's buried deep. I kept your face in fragments, didn't trust my own recall. But I always knew your voice if it ever came to call. Yeah, I heard you calling through the years and the noise. Same blood, same heartbeat, same break in the void. I didn't answer right away, that part's on me. I was learning how to live with who I came to be. You went one way, I went another. Neither one got spared. I learned how to swing before I prayed, learned which fights weren't fair. I kept a photo folded thin inside my wallet seam. Didn't look at it much, but I never let it leave. Some nights I thought about finding you, some nights I stayed away. Not 'cause I didn't miss you, 'cause I didn't trust the man I became. Yeah, I heard you calling every mile I ran. Same blood, just a ghost from then. But I heard you calling, brother, so I'm answering. If you're angry, I understand. If you don't know what to say, I ain't asking for forgiveness or to rewind yesterday. We don't have to dig up wounds or explain the pain. We can sit in the quiet, let the years fall away. Yeah, I heard you calling, and I'm standing here, still rough, still breathing, still trying to stay clear. I don't know what comes after, or how this road unfolds, but I'm tired of walking alone on these different roads. If you're still looking for your brother, you don't have to search no more. I ain't the boy you lost back then, but I'm knocking on the door. Boots full of sand, blood on my hands, moon hanging low like a judge. Road disappeared miles back there, left me alone with my grudges. Canteens dry, prayers ain't heard, wind cut sharp like a blade. I've been walking from the man I was, now I'm walking to my grave. Every star feels like a knife, watching me fall apart. I tried to outrun my sins, but they branded my heart. I'm lost in the dark desert, where mercy don't survive. Sun burned the truth into my skin, now it wants me alive. I hear the devil in the distance, calling out my name. If I die beneath this blackened sky, the sand will know my pain. Vultures circle like old debts, patient as regret. Footprints fade as soon as they are made, like every promise I left. I taste the rust of yesterday on a cracked and swollen tongue. I traded love for a loaded gun, thought I'd won, turns out I'm done. Cross on my neck weighs a ton, don't know if I still believe, but when the dark starts talking back, it sounds a lot like me. I'm lost in the dark desert, where mercy don't survive. Sun burned the truth into my skin, now it wants me alive. I hear the devil in the distance, calling out my name. If I die beneath this blackened sky, the sand will know my pain. If morning comes, I'll crawl toward it. If it don't, I'll stand my ground. A man ain't free till he's got nothing left that can't be found. Tell my mother I kept walking, tell my son I tried, tell the desert I ain't scared to lay down here and die. Ain't no road, ain't no sign, just the heat and what I left behind. I'm lost in the dark desert, but I ain't
crossed the line in plain sight. Didn't wait for night to fall. Left the door wide open. Let the silence watch it all. There was no one at my shoulder, no whisper in my ear, just a steady hand that turned the key without a trace of fear. No alibi, no disguise. I won't soften it or sanitize. I chose the spark, I fed the fire. If it climbs the walls, I won't retire. They can call it reckless, they can call it wrong, but I don't shift the blame to where I don't belong. I knew the weight before I lifted, knew the edge before I stood. Some men pray for rescue, I never said I would. If there's a reckoning waiting, let it find me still. I don't kneel for thunder, I don't bend for will. No alibi, no disguise. I won't rewrite it to ease your eyes. I struck the match, I held it high. If it burns me down, that's mine. No alibi, no disguise. I won't bow out or compromise. I built the flame, I won't deny. If it takes me whole, I'll stand inside. I didn't come from easy ground, didn't get a head start. I learned quick how to take a hit and I'll fall apart. I've been counted out by a better man with cleaner hands, but I'm still right here breathing. That wasn't in their plans. I don't talk about the pressure, I let it show. Every scar's a mile marker on a road. I know when the smoke clears, I'm still standing. Boots in the dirt, fists unclenched, heart still demanding. I don't need to win every fight, I just don't quit. When the smoke clears, I'm still standing in it. I've walked away from open doors, cause they came with chains. I buried pride in shallow graves and walked off the pain. You won't hear me curse the dark or blame the flame. I learned how to hold my ground without calling it a game. I don't raise my voice for nothing, I let silence hit. Some men fall when things get heavy, I lean into it. When the smoke clears, I'm still standing. Knuckles sore, back bent, but still commanding. I don't need a crown or a crowd to prove I'm legit. When the smoke clears, I'm still standing in it. to fear, no deal undone, no second guessing. I don't chase the last word, I let time handle it. When the smoke clears, yeah, I'm still standing in it. Black Cadillac county issued, waxed and kept in line. Engine steady, ticking soft, like it's marking time. I don't light it up for nothing, don't roll unless it's due. I've been parked outside this address long enough to know the truth. You can tell a lot by curtains, by the way a porch light burns. Some men think the dark hides them, some just wait their turn. Black Cadillac, I'll land at the curb. I ain't here for spectacle, I ain't here for words. No sirens singing, no window cracked, just patience in the driver's seat. Black Cadillac. I've seen boys turn into rumors, seen pride outrun its luck, seen good men fold under the weight they wouldn't admit was stuck. This ain't personal business, this ain't revenge or pride, just a ledger closing slowly on the other side. Doors don't open faster when you knock too hard. I let the silence settle, let it do my part. Black Cadillac, still humming low. I don't chase a man, I let him know in the handle times. Boots hit gravel, I'll step out steady. Black Cadillac. I don't hate the ones I take, I don't judge their path. Every mile they grow themselves, I just close the map. You can call it mercy, you can call it law, but I've learned not to blink when I seen what I saw. Black Cadillac, Black Cadillac, Black Cadillac, Black Cadillac.
I split like pine. Stack the pressure slowing me right along my spine. I felt the brain start twisting, felt the fibers strain, but I learned how to move with it instead of snapping in two. You don't always win the weather, you just learn to win. I didn't break, I bent, took the force and let it spin. Didn't shatter, didn't fold, just shifted where I stand. If you're looking for the old shape, he ain't coming back again. I didn't break, I bent. I'm on silence like a brace, held steady under load. Watched easier men splitter, trying to stay bold. There's no middle for surviving, no ribbon for restraint, just a backbone still unbroken, and a name I didn't trade. Steel will crack if you harden it, wood will flex and live. I didn't break, I bent, gave a little, kept the center, let the words blow through the tent. You can call it compromise, you can call it strength. I didn't break, I bent. I'm not who I was before it. This is worn and changed, but storms don't ask permission, they rearrange. You can stand there stiff as pride, or move and keep your breath. There's more than one way to outlast death. Just standing in a shave that passed the test. I bent, I bent.
I lay down with the light still on, like that's gonna save me now. Ceiling fan spinning like a noose, counting me out. Every time I close my eyes, the floor drops out beneath. I don't dream, I get dragged back to the things that remember me. Clock ticks like a loaded gun in the quiet of the room. Night leans in and whispers, I ain't done with you. Sleep don't come here anymore, it sends the dead instead. Every time I shut my eyes, I wake up in my head. I tried prayer pills and pouring drinks to make the shadows run, but sleep don't come here anymore. My nightmares Sheets are soaked with cold sweat, pillows know my fear. I hear footsteps in the hallway, but no one's ever there. Faces I ain't seen in years stand around my bed. They don't scream, they don't move, they just wait until I beg. I learned a man can drown on land with both eyes open wide. There ain't no mercy in the dark, it just takes its time. Oh, sleep don't come here anymore, it sends a dead instead. Every time I shut my eyes, I wake up in my head. I tried prayer pills and pouring drinks to make the shadows run, but sleep don't come here anymore. My nightmares never done. Never done. Morning comes, it feels like death, like I stole another breath. I walk around like I'm awake, but I ain't left yet. The day just puts a thinner mask on everything I see. Night don't end at sunrise, it just moves inside of me. Sleep don't come here anymore, no rest, no release. Every dream's a shallow grave with my name carved in the teeth. If I die, don't say I lost, I've been gone too long. Sleep don't come here anymore, the nightmare's home. When I finally close my eyes for good, don't bother waking me. I've been living in the dark so long, it'll feel like sleep.
Quiet and drawer, cold metal grin. I open it, you breathe me in. Red digits glow on a microwave clock. You sound like a thought I can't quite block. Loaded gun speaks to me, says my name like it's a secret key. Says you're tired, I can be released, just one squeeze and you'll have peace. Loaded gun speaks to me like it's the only one that really sees. I'm begging you, don't let me be when the loaded gun speaks to me. You tell stories of trembling hands, of angry shouts and wedding bands. You hum in my head on the drive back home. Every red light feels carved in stone. Loaded gun speaks to me, says my name like it's a secret key. Says you're tired, I can be released, just one squeeze and you'll speaks to me. Carry your weight, key on my chain, like a twist of fate. I've been low enough to know the ground by the taste of dust and doubt. Learn the weight of every silence, learn what quitting sounds like now. I ain't proud of all my footsteps or the lands I had to cross, but I'm still standing in the wreckage, counting what I didn't lose. I don't claim redemption, I don't wear a crown. I just learned how to lift my eyes without looking down. I'm raising higher, not forgetting where I've been, still carrying the weight, but I ain't letting it win. I'm not running from the darkness, I'm just climbing through the fire. One breath, one step, I'm raising higher. Some days faith feels like a rumor, some nights hope's hard to hear, but I've seen light break through a man at his worst, not at his best year. I buried parts of who I was and kept what helped me stay. You don't rise by cutting corners, you rise by choosing another way. It ain't about forgiveness or erasing scars, it's about learning how to stand right where you are. I'm raising higher with these hands still shaking. Every mile I didn't quit is a vow I'm making. I don't need the load to promise, I don't need the sky to swear. I'm still here, still breathing. I'm raising higher. If you're crawling to the valley, thinking this is all you'll be, hear this now, the climb don't start at strength, it starts at need. You don't have to see the summer, you don't have to feel inspired, you just gotta stay alive and keep raising higher. I'm raising higher, not a bird just closer to the man I said I'd be when I came. If the past still whispers loud, let it. I ain't a liar, I hear it, I carry it, but I'm raising high. When the smoke clears and the night moves on, I won't claim victory or grace. Just a man who didn't stop climbing when the dark tried to make him stay. One night it hit me out of nowhere, watching snow hit the drive. Kids getting taller in the doorway, years just walking by. I've been burning daylight careless, calling busy, doing fine. Funny how you don't feel time passing till it asks you for a sign. Ain't nobody warn me, ain't no bell that ring. Just wake up one day seeing everything. I got 35 winters. If I'm lucky and I'm wise to stop saying someday, and start showing up on time. I wanna walk my girl down the aisle, see her dressed in white, teach my boy how to be a man by the way I live my life. Time's the one thing I can't buy or borrow or pretend. I got 35 winters, and I won't waste them. Wife caught me staring out the window, said you're miles away. I told her I was thinking about the future. She said then start today. She's got this way of grounding me without pulling me down. Turns panic into purpose, turns right now into now. I've chased things that didn't matter, let moments slip my grip. Now every morning feels like a promise I don't wanna miss. I got 35 winters, if the good Lord's fair, to be present at the table, not just sitting in the chair. I wanna be the man my kids remember, not just a name they say. I got 35 winters, I
I won't let them drift away. And I don't need to outrun the clock or leave a mark in stone. Just wanna be there when it counts and make it home. If my hands get tired someday, if my voice gets thin, I hope they say I showed up again and again. I got 35 of winter, and I'm counting everyone. I love my wife like it still scares me, like I've got nothing done. When the cold comes calling someday, I'll meet it with no regret, 'cause I lived the time I was given. I didn't waste it. I've seen anger ruin good men, seen pride pull the trigger first, watched a bad night turn permanent over one wrong word. This town's got scars on every block, names carved in the dust. Too many mothers praying over something that went bust. We ain't saints, we ain't clean, but we're still breathing some. Sometimes peace is just knowing we're not the lone ones. So raise beers, not guns. Raise hell if you must with words. Let the night pass slow. Let the anger burn out first. We've buried too many brothers over moments that went wrong. Not guns, and make it home. There's a bar stool that knows my weight, a jukebox that knows my pain. I've learned more about staying alive from walking away. I've clenched my fists 1,000 times, heard the dark say prove you're tough, but strength ain't pulling iron, it's knowing when enough's enough. I ain't saying the world's alright or that the fight's all gone. I'm just saying a cold one beats another name on stone. So raise beers, not guns. Raise a glass to cooling down. Let tomorrow get a chance to still be around. We don't need another siren singing that same sad song. Yeah, raise beers, not guns, and make it home. If you're shaking, sit it out. If you're angry, breathe. Pride will lie and tell you you got something to prove. But the hardest thing a man can do is live through the night and wake up knowing he chose right. So raise beers, not guns, to the ones who chose to stay, to the fights that never happened, 'cause we walked away. If peace is just one more night where nobody's gone, then raise beers, not guns, and carry on. Tell our stories at close and
in time, laugh at what we've overcome. Tonight we're still here, so raise beers, not guns.
I still set one more plate than I need, habit I can't break. Your room still smells like dust and soap, and the boy you used to be. I folded all your old shirts tight, left the light on low, like you might walk in any minute from a war I don't know. I hear your name on the evening news, and I hold my breath. Every knock against the front door sounds like what's left. So I write you letters I never sent, say the things I can't say out loud. I tell God to keep you breathing under foreign ground. If my prayers can build a shield or guide you when you're wrong, Lord, let my words find my son and bring him home. I remember scared knees and broken bones, how you'd swear you were okay. Funny how a mother knows the truth, even worlds away. I don't ask you if you're scared, I don't need to know. I just say I'm proud of you, and I love you so. I light a candle every night by the window pane. If angels listen to mothers, they know your name. So I write you letters I never sent, fold hope between each line. I tell God you're just a boy, even if you're fighting like a man. If love could pull you through the dark like it did back home, Lord, let my words find my son and bring him home. If you're tired, lay it down. If you're cold, feel my arms. If you're lost, follow the sound of every lullaby song. I'd trade every breath I have just to hear you say, Mama, I'm safe, I'm on my way. I still write you letters I never sent, still pray on borrowed knees. I ask the Lord to watch your steps and return what he took from me. If tomorrow brings you back, I'll never let you roam. Lord, hear a mother's quiet prayer and bring my son home. I'll leave the porch light burning like I've always done, until the day it shines on my soldier son.
You fit in the palm of my hand, back when the world felt wide. Big eyes, clumsy legs, running just to stay alive. You learned my voice before your name, follow me room to room. Every day you grew a little more into my shadow, my truth. I didn't know I was teaching you how to live so free. I thought I was the one in charge, turns out you were teaching me. You were my best friend from the start to the end. Every quiet morning, every long day bent. I gave you a home, you gave me your whole heart. Funny how a dog can save a man without knowing who they are. We wore down the same old paths, 2 seasons, rain and sun. You waited by the door each night like I was the only one. You never asked for anything, just time and one more walk. You listened better than most folks, even when I didn't talk. I thought I was giving you a life worth living through, but you gave me something better. You made the good days true. You were my best friend, and the world felt thin. When I didn't like myself much, you still let me in. I gave you my name, you gave me your trust. Now I give anything for one more, just because. The house got quiet way too fast. You're both still by the wall. I catch myself calling your name like you're just down the hall. They say time makes it easier. I don't know if that's true. It just teaches you how to miss someone who'll never stop loving you. You were my best friend, and I hope you knew every mile, every memory I carried you through. If there's a place where good dogs go and fields never end, I'll find you waiting patiently, my best friend.